Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 Week 11 BearCave Games. We are here 2 days before the start of the NCAA AA tournament, and gonna be a fun time. We got a fun slate, 10 great games. We had some great sim games, a lot of top 25 teams going down, including Florida, Oklahoma, so a lot of movements. Gonna be a great stream as always. Though this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty, ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim an open team, and build them up to be a national champion, where you can win real life rewards, including a national championship trophy, stickers, merch from your favorite team. So it's fun time, great community. Join, links are in any of our descriptions. Welcome in Florida Man, Cryo, Lopes Limo, baby. Yes, sir. We're cheering for GCU in the tournament. Welcome in Coach Nathan. Oh, yeah, big win for Indiana this week. And we're kind of on the road to we're on the road to conference championships. So, going to be a lot of great games here down the stretch. So we're going to go through the 10 best games today. Then we have a Conference USA game day a little bit later on tonight. So that's going to be a lot of fun. But let's get on into it. I do have a few announcements I do need to make, though. If you haven't already, join both the men's bracket and the women's bracket. There's a lot of people who have joined the ESPN men's bracket that didn't fill out a women's bracket. All you gotta do is submit a women's bracket, and you are in the running for a 80 overall player that you could put as a quarterback. That's a 5-star in-game recruit. The men's winner does get a 90 overall player. But new this year, if you pick the champion right, you get a additional 100K or a scholarship. That's for both. That's for both tournaments. So at the most 2. And even if you get a reward player and you pick the champ right, which is probably what's going to happen, you also get that reward. And then on top of that, I'm sending the first and second place person home field apparel merch right directly to them. And speaking of a home field, we got to give them a shout out. They are going crazy in March. They've got boxes, they've got mystery boxes, they've got more bomber jackets, shooting shirts, all sorts of stuff throughout March. Some crazy discounts. Check them out. SFA code 15% off. Welcome in Coach Fi, Coach Keat. Yeah, no, if we get more blue square, I'm going to be pissed. Moon has to prove he's shaving his head and doing the affiliate. Dogwater's here. Oregon, you got to play better opponents. Washington State doesn't move the needle, my guy. So, as you know, the 10 best games that are not game day will be on BearCave. We're going to start out in the MAC. This is the matchup that everybody kind of thought was going to be the matchup for the MAC championship, but Eastern Michigan falling off their horse a little bit. So we are going to have to see if they can hang with Ohio. So Coach Black, Coach Bob Toledo, if you're here, heads or tails, kick or receive. This is an Ohio 7-point favorite here at home. Remember, guys, you can earn raffle tickets for a reward player here as well. So are you rocking Ohio with the -7, or are you going to go with EMU? So some action here to start the night. There's also tournament action, the first 4. I will be side watching the UNC game. But yeah, a lot of great stuff. And then next game day will not be Sunday, unless those games start like afternoon Pacific time. It's just going to be another Tuesday game because Monday I have my Rec League playoffs. We got Coach Blazing with the W. Yeah, you desperately need an Eastern Michigan win here, Blazing, to win that division. You need Ohio to start losing some games. But unfortunately, Nolan Figs, he owns the MAC. He can't win anything else. We got 15 viewers coming on in. My basketball rec league, we choked last night, but we still got the 4th seed in the playoffs. So thank you, Coach Moon. I saw you post, and I'm like, can I finagle anything else out of him? I completely knew you had already beaten Oklahoma. Alright, I don't see Bob Toledo. Oh, there he is, Bob. Heads or tails, kick or receive? Coach Mike Grandstall. Let's get on into it. 16 viewers. Yes, I do need to shoot the ball more. Miss TC tells me that. Heads and kick. There we go. All right. No snow here in Ohio. Remember, we're getting into those October, November matchups. It's going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. If you don't know, BearCave, we'll sim to the fourth quarter. If it's close, we'll jump in and watch the ending. So we got heads and kick for Coach Bob Toledo. I'm chilling, Coach Blazing. Yeah, I need to get Natia in the post. All right, here we go. First quarter here in the Maction, and Nolan Figgs starts us out with the touchdown. Eastern Michigan has had some struggles here in the last couple of weeks as Coach Keat gifts us 5 subs. I keep saying he's coming for Cryo's head. 5 subs, 1 for each time we watched LA Tech this week on Watch Party. And here comes Eastern Michigan. It may be over. The fat lady might be singing. Wait a second. Nope, it looks like Ohio Mania is reigning supreme here. Let's go, Coach Keat. Domination. All right, it looks like this one is not going to go Coach Mike Grandstall's way. Oh, wait a second. They got one. Remember, we can't jump in unless it's a one-score game. Currently 15 points. They got to get something going here, and that's going to do it. So, Ohio Mania wins. They stay undefeated in the MAC. Pretty dominant as well. DeKalen Thrush, Jewel Peppercorn. This is what we thought was going to happen when they got all of these guys coming in. So Eastern Michigan back to the drawing board. Chase Hayden, the sophomore, he went 12 28, 221, 1 touchdown. Then McCoy finished the game. Aspeth went for 81. Carey is back from injury. And then Tyrone Marshall getting an 80-yard touchdown. On defense, 10 tackles there, 3 TFLs for Fudge Longbottom, Urban Gallo as well, both SFA players. And then shout out to Jamori Finkley, the new GCU player in our series. And we got 80 bits, or what is that, Florida Man? Is that St. Patrick's Day or is that a bit? I'm not quite sure how the Twitch stuff works, but thank you for the 3-leaf clovers. Not even 4-leaf, Florida Man, really? All right, here we go. Ohio, man. This quarterback, Mac McFadden, came in, so maybe Nolan Figgs might be hurt. Rudy Rollins might be hurt again, so, or maybe they just came in a blowout. Shamrock emote, gotcha. We need some Shamrock bets. Sack for Hasselman. All right, so first game, Ohio does what we think they do. Domination. So let's check out our players of the game. Nolan Figgs, Ulysses Hasselman, 2 for 2 on the Ohio side. Come on, Bob Toledo. You got to get your boys playing better. You cannot fumble this division, but I think you might. So for those of you guys scoring your BearCave at home, that is a Ohio Mania cover. So only 32% of you guys went with the Ohio Mania cover. Interesting. Butt Bowl. Oh, yeah, we got the Baylor, Texas Tech. And now we're going to go to the Mountain West. So we've got San Diego State and Coach McNasty, who has been dominating in his return to the Mountain West, taking on his old Achilles heel, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. But Hawaii is without Kareem Paul, their star quarterback. This is still, Vegas is still giving Hawaii a 3-point favorite. So a little bit of disrespect to legendary McNasty. Remember, McNasty and Jay Jettas are tied for the oldest active coaches in our universe. Both have been coaching since the end of Season 4. So, who are you going with? Hawaii or San Diego State? McNasty, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is massive. This could very well decide the division here, even though Fresno State's creeping up on both of them. I would say not long enough, Dogwater. I'll start saying that once you're coaching Warrenberg's grandkids. That's when it's a little too long, where it doesn't make sense. Little Wally Warrenberg. Yeah, Texas Tech, a lot of approval, or a lot of improvement. All right, here we go. San Diego State. Coach by. I hope Warrenberg declares. True rivalry right there. Oh, we got a hype chest. All right, I'm going to press open on the hype chest. We got a batter up emote. All right, that's actually kind of cool. I don't know if I get that. I don't know how any of this Twitch stuff works. 5 subs, 80 bits. Thank you, guys. We're cooking. Yes, sir. You coached Henny God. We're almost to Henny God Jr. Yeah. Alright, remember, guys, if we do end up jumping into this game, the Hawaii stadium is a little bit glitched. So don't worry, that's normal. The overhangs cover the end zones. Alright, to start the game here in the Mountain West, 0-0 early on. San Diego State breaks it through. Little Lechante here for Hawaii scores. Oh, San Diego State misses an extra point. Not like this. They get it back. Oh, no. 35-20. It may not matter. San Diego State doing nothing here in the second half. Oh, it's 45-26. A 96-yard return. Is McNasty have anything? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, dear. Oh, my. Wait a second. It's an 11-point game. Are they going to be able to finish this? Come on. Nesby, can they get it back? Big play, bang! They get one. All right, they got the 2-point conversion, so it is a 3-point game. Can they get the onside kick? Come on, McNasty. Can he shock the Rainbow Warriors? No, they're going to pick it up unless you force a fumble, and it's SFA player Lil Lechante who brings it in. The SFA IGR, and then we have to watch them kneel it out just to make sure they do get their win. No funny business. All right, just a couple more kneel downs. We'll see if they go out of the kneel here. So will they snap this ball? I don't think so. Hawaii gets it done. They'll improve to 7-2. Congratulations to the Rainbow Warriors. No quarterback, no problem. So we had an Ohio cover, and now Hawaii just barely hanging on to the cover as well in back-to-back games. So we'll see how this one. Bob Backus gets in. Lechante scores. Marchetti, Gerbax, a bunch of SFA players. Nesby getting it done. Lechante again, Nesby again, Gerbax again. My goodness. So Ed Bradley goes 22 of 31, 361, 5 touchdowns on the road, and it wasn't enough. Nesby doing it all over the field. Gerbax doing all sorts of things, and they just couldn't quite get it done, unfortunately. Kemba McLeod, the SFA player, 10 tackles, 3 TFLs for Simmons, no sacks, no interceptions. That's probably the difference. And Russell Wiley gets a forced fumble and a recovery. Hawaii, we got Jason Hayden, 25-36, 339, 5 touchdowns. And run the ball, Wilson, 181 on the ground on 31 carries. Lil LeChante, man. He's going to hit the portal. I love Lil LeChante. 3 sacks, no interceptions, 1 deflection for Lorenzo Roberg, the SFA player, and Eugene Campbell. So, for those of you guys scoring at home, that is a Hawaii cover. We'll pay it out. 63% of you guys went with Hawaii. Ed Bradley almost got it done, so the Achilles heel happens again here for McNasty. See if he can overcome them next season. So I just got to name this my Hawaii cover. And Dogwater, I had to settle for the orange cream ghost on my way home. I'm sick. This flavor is bottom 5. It might be the worst orange cream I've ever had. And I love orange cream soda. I love orange cream popsicles. But this orange cream is so bad. I don't know what it is. Like, the initial taste is fine. But the cream finish is so weird to this. I don't know what it is. So, had to settle for it. I know. Like, and I guess it's not even that bad of a flavor, but there's just so many better ones. Yeah, the aftertaste. All right, speaking of aftertaste, talk about West Virginia during March Madness season. They're doing the old FSU whiny bitch era here, whining about, oh, we got left out of the March Madness. Wah wah wah. So they're at the top of the American here in the SFA. We'll see if they can stay up there, as Cincinnati has been falling down the pipes. So we'll see if Cincinnati can get it back. They are a 2-point favorite here at home, led by Dirk Doink, the legendary SFA quarterback. So who do you guys have covering? Are you rocking with Cincinnati at -2, or is West Virginia going to continue to shock the world this season? Remember, guys, anybody who wins a conference will make the playoff. We're going with a 14-team playoff this season, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Typically, Key, I love a creamy finish of an orange cream, but with this one, it just doesn't hit as good as I want it to. No, I know. UNC doesn't belong. West Virginia 100% should have been in with the resume, but I digress. We all know it's a cash grab, especially with the playing games. They want as many people watching those first 4 as possible. Like, had the final bubble teams been playing on Thursday or Friday instead of the first 4, then West Virginia would have been in, because they wouldn't have cared. All right, let's jump on board. Coach HUD, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. I doubt you are. But critical cross-divisional games. We are on the road to conference championships, of course. We got like 4 more weeks here. Going to be a very fun finish to this season. Really liking the way this season's shaping up. And then we've got recruits coming later today, but Cincinnati, they have the sack leader in the country, Jackson Joker. See what he can do. Number 24, Cincinnati, trying to get back in the win column after a couple of straight losses. This is a Nippert Stadium. It's always a beautiful stadium here. All right, heads and kick per usual if you are missing the stream. And here we go. Cincinnati, West Virginia. Love that we have the Big East flavor back in the SFA. I love the changes that we made. Is Cincinnati dominating West Virginia here. PJ Hoop in shambles. They get one back. Oh, man, can they find a way to get back into this game? 28-7 as we approach the 4th quarter. West Virginia getting cooked. They get one back. Remember, we can only jump in if it's a 1-score game. Intercepted! Dirk Doink throws it away. and they can't do anything with it. A long drive extends the lead. Oh, they had their chance, and that is probably going to do it here. We're going to just go play by play just to make sure. 31-14, 34-14, and that looks like it might just be your final, and it is. So big job there by Cincinnati. Dirk Doink gets into the end zone. So tough loss there for West Virginia. Brian Sanders, the redshirt freshman, has 2 touchdowns. PJ Hoop, the SFA player, 121. Leach, the leading receiver. Shaw with 10 tackles, 4 TFLs, and 2 sacks. Dude was vibing. Mojo Baez, the SFA player, gets a sack. 2 interceptions, but they couldn't do anything with it. They also got a fumble that they recovered from Smokey Decker, the SFA player. Dirk Doink, former bust, 27-40, 337, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. John Jordan, 23 for 87 and 2 touchdowns. SFA player Felix Sosa goes over 100 yards. 4 TFLs for Nelson, the sack for Bentley. No interceptions. And they got 2 fumbles. All right, we're kind of speeding through BearCave today. That's a Cincinnati cover here. Pretty dominant cover as well. A lot of you guys went with Cincinnati, of course, one of the better teams all time in the SFA. The top group of 5 team all time. Even though I wouldn't really consider them group of 5. They spent time in the Big Ten in the sim matchup era, and they just have always been really, really good down here in the American. Gotta rename this. This is Cincinnati cover. And what's funny is great. Anytime I put Cincinnati on BearCave, I could put a gun to your head and make you spell Cincinnati, and half of you guys would get blown to smithereens. Nobody knows how to spell. Alright, let's get into some very important SEC matchups now. We've got Coach Llama on cue. So Llama, if you're here, let me know, kick or receive. This is a critical matchup in the division. This is the weaker division. These are the 2 favorites. LSU, Alabama. Winner of this likely wins the division. So this is a complete push game. So which one of you guys is going to take it? Let's see. So who wins? You got LSU? Or do you got Alabama? We got Addie McBuckets and Lavello Blackley, Jelani McCray in action. A lot of great players on this LSU team. We'll see if they can take them down. Unfortunately, McNasty lost by 3. You were down by like 25. Made a beautiful comeback. So, Llama. St. Francis up on Alabama State. Whoever gets to get throttled by Auburn, congratulations. So jump on board with Alabama. Remember, guys, if you're not here, heads and kick, or if it's a CPU team like Alabama here, and say it with me, Bryce Young sucks. But McNasty, Ed Bradley, he had 5 touchdowns, so you're okay. The slander can continue. Alright, so we got rain here in Death Valley. No, sir. Bryce Beers does not suck. No, sir. He had a great game this week. You know what? I'm barring UTSA from going after Bryce Beers in the transfer portal. The slander throughout his career has been insane. I know you have Day, but I'm not even going to let you offer to Bryce Beers. Yeah, right. You're going to be begging for him. Bryce Beers to Iowa? Rayshon Gloop 2.0. All right, here we go. Critical SEC matchup. We've got LSU. We got Bama. LSU takes the early lead. Alabama replies. LSU, the heavy favorite preseason for this division. They haven't been performing very well. 21-14 here. LSU, they're vibing. They're up 7. Oh, baby. 24, they're up 10. Can LSU hang on? And can Alabama storm back? It doesn't look like it. The tide is crumbling. But so is LSU. They miss a 29-yarder. It doesn't matter. Alabama can't score here. McBucket's running away with it. Remember, it has to be a one-score game for us to jump in. So Alabama needs to score here, and they are stalling out. And they throw it away. LSU takes over. Can McBuckets finish the job? McBuckets, and there it is! LSU hangs on 27-14 in dominant fashion. So Jelani McRae gets into the end zone. Addie McBuckets gets a negative 9-yard touchdown run. You love to see it. So Jeff Newton, 17-35, 214, and 1 touchdown. Lindsey, 65 yards and a tutty. SFA player Phil Franklin's the third most receptions here. On defense, 13 tackles for Thomas. He had 5 TFLs. The 1 sack was Maurice Smith. No interceptions. Deflections, they had 2, and no fumbles. LSU, Lavello Blackley, 21-32, 346, and a touchdown. And running the ball, Addie McBuckets, 127, 2 touchdowns, 3.5 average. Great job there. Jelani McRae goes over 100 yards and a touchdown. On defense, Romeo Krotz among the league leaders in sacks. Doesn't get one today, but Dario Swick does, the SFA player. The defensive tackle gets a big man interception. Call him Jerry Fry. Let's go. Yams legend Jerry Fry, baby. All right, so that is an LSU outright victory for those of you guys scoring your BearCave at home. As we'll get the players of the game here. McBuckets is your player of the game. Dario Swick as well. So LSU outright. All right. And then let's pay you out. 72% of you guys rocking with Llama. A lot of trust in the Llama. You took LSU to the semifinals where I cooked his ass along with Grant Davis. All right, now we're going to head out to the Pac-12. Bum, bum, bum. We've got Arizona, who's been slumping. Malik Phillips is out, the 5-star. And then we got UCLA, one of the shockers of the season. Number 9 in the country. So if you're here, Coach Hunt, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. But this is a 2.5-point favorite for UCLA. Can they keep the good times rolling? Are you rocking with the Bruins or the Wildcats? This is not in Tucson. We got no titty twistering happening here tonight. This is happening in the Rose Bowl. There's going to be nobody in the stands. Pac-12 After Dark. Who do you got? Thought Arizona's going to have a great season, but right now it looks like UCLA or Stanford is going to win this division. Looks like very well could be UCLA. They have the inside track to challenge Oregon. Shades of season 17 or season 7 when there were 1 and 2 going into the Pac-12 championship. Let's get those Bobanos in. Here we go. Arizona, UCLA, baby. Coach Huey was just like 7 seasons too early taking over UCLA. Imagine Trace on this team. No rain in the Rose. I can't describe it, but this game smells like must. Nasty work from Cryo. I'm not gonna go into general chat, Florida man. I don't look at chat until after I finish everything for the day. Too much. I'll see his proof. Either he sends the proof or I steal his kneecaps. He can decide. So 7-3, here we go. Oh, there comes Arizona. We got a top 10 upset brewing here. Halftime, 11-point lead for the Wildcats. Requise Moxley, the SFA player, leading the charge. UCLA trying to battle back. They are a second-half team. They had to come back against Stanford multiple times in that game day. And here they go, stalling out. So here we go. Down 8. It is a one-score game. We may be able to jump in here. Oh, we've got some big plays back to back. Are they going to get it in? It's 4th and goal. We can't jump in yet. They get it. And they get the 2. All right, so they've got a tie ball game here. We're going to jump on board with Arizona. They led this game 21-3 at one point. Here we go. 21-21, Requise Moxley, yes. Oh, ball's on the ground! UCLA has it! Oh, the SFA quarterback puts it on the turf! What a mistake! So here comes UCLA, another comeback is brewing. The dream season stays alive. How are they doing this? They'll hand it off to the outside. Broken tackles, oh baby! And he fumbles it out of bounds. He almost gave it right back. What is happening? Childs is back from injury. They had a different running back on game day. As we get a subscription here from Coach Wynn, 25 months. Let's go. As Childs goes, breaks a tackle. Thank you, Coach Wynn. I was not even, I didn't even realize the pun I was making there, Jackie. So 1st and goal to take the lead. Handoff, it's Childs. He finds room. Touchdown, Bruins. What a comeback. All right, Requise Moxley now, the SFA player. Got to get back on your horse, win this game for Arizona. Dogwater, this is the Arizona arc of where they had a great start to the season and then they're gonna finish 7-5. They started out like 5-0. We're ranked like top 10. Yeah, we've seen this before. Oh, wait a second! Oh, he burst through down the sideline across the 50, but there's a flag. It's gonna be a clip. But how bad? Patterson on your own 28. Oof. Oof. These poor Arizona fans, they go from the Dogwater era. They had Cam for a year. Thought things were going to go better. And now look at you now. So here comes Requise. Oh, the spinner Rooney. Dump off pass. It works out here. It's about 9. They're still not out of it. Not a great day so far, though, for Requise Moxley. Definitely have seen him play better. Requise, floaty, first down. Marcus McKeon, he gets 2 yards. So they're going to hurry it up now. They still have plenty of time. No need to worry here. Yeah, we have game audio. You should, it's louder today. On watch parties, it's lower. On streams, it's louder. Because on watch parties, I have to lower it because you guys talk so loud. Yeah, I have there's a helicopter above my apartment just now. All right, empty set here. Moxie, 3rd and 4. Over the middle, it's another pass to McKeon. Oh, man, yeah, don't swap me, please. Cross the 50 here. And that's a drop. And, I mean, where I stream, there's not much to SWAT. It's a studio apartment. So they're going to break down the door, and they're just going to see me at my computer. Like, there's no, like, there's nothing cool that's going to happen. 2nd and 10. Requise steps up over the middle. He breaks a tackle. There goes Hickman. Forward, 1st down. They have they have 1 timeout left. 35 seconds. They got to hurry it up. First and 10. 30 seconds left. Requise. He steps up. He yams it deep. Open man. Touchdown, Arizona. Don Gardner. Might as well be drinking Don Julio. Here we go. Will they go for 2? They will not. Another banger brewing in the Pac-12. It's been the best conference this season. At least the most entertaining one. Here we go. 28 seconds for UCLA. 3 timeouts. Can they get into field goal range? Yeah, imagine, Dogwater, imagine I'm getting shot while I'm saying, Martin Black is all alone. Or, Warrenberg with a game-winning block. Get on the ground. All right, 23 seconds. Play action fake. Larson dumps that off. Nothing doing. They'll call a timeout. Marvin Larson. Rock captain, the transfer from UCF. Beautiful formation. We got 4 tight ends on the field, folks. Somebody call Mike. 2nd and 4. Throws that deep. It's caught. Andre McFarland for 11. I mean, I would keep the file, preferably. Me getting swatted, I'm not gonna die. Marvin, up the goal, balls on the ground, he picks it up! Oh, what a play by Childs! That could have gone the distance, that would have been incredible! 8 seconds left, can they get in field goal range? Larson dumps that, and timeout. We'll see if it's close enough. Or will they throw a Hail Mary here? They are going to go with the Hail. So 34 yards away. 2nd and 3. Larson drops back. He yams it deep, and it's intercepted. We're going to overtime. An incredible game here as we are, I don't see Hunt, so we're going to go heads and kick, of course, or defense. All right, UCLA will start with the Rock, 28-28. An amazing game here in the Pac-12. Over the middle, and it's caught. Jay Deshaun Prince, the final relic of the Dogwater era, hangs on. What in the world is that little pink jiggly thing? All right, here we go. 2nd and 1. Handoff here to Hickman. Up the gut. He gets outside. They bring him down from behind. No horse collar flag. That's Martinez. He was dominant on game day against Stanford. 1st and 10. Empty set. Requise Moxley. They bring a blitz. He dumps that off, turns upfield, and he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5. A flamingo. Oh. Yeah, I guess. I don't picture flamingos with that big of arms. Pistol now. They're still stacking the box here. Delayed give to Hickman. He has room. He pushes it. He's short. What is wind posting? What the heck is that? Mike Wazowski, but it's like weird. First and goal. Arizona looking like they're going to punch it in. Hand off to the outside. They trip him up from behind. Oh, baby, what a stop from Franklin. His 5th TFL on the day. Ben Hickman going crazy. Now they're at the 2. Pistol again. Trips left. Arizona. The handoff. The gun and touchdown, Arizona. So they're going to go up 7 now. And we'll see this game a little bit later. It looks like the Sim has Southern Miss winning. We'll see if that is the case. It's a big-time Sun Belt game coming on up. So first and 10. Larson has time over the middle. It's caught. Oh, broken tackle. He's pushing. Oh, baby, what a response from Brian Fontenot. Here come the Bruins. What a game we've got. I don't think one overtime is going to be enough here. What a game. First and goal. The handoff. Childs inside. Touchdown, UCLA. They score with these 2 plays. Oh, they're going for it. Offense is on the field. UCLA wants the win right here. Hey, it's a pass. Out wide, caught, out of bounds. Arizona survives. No way. What a terrible pass. Holy smokes. The upset for Arizona on the road. UCLA, they had the play. Just keep it on the ground. Oh, no. Choke job at the Rose. So Arizona with the outright victory. That is a shocker. Plus 2.5 hits. 32% of you guys. Congratulations. Holy Toledo. That one is painful. Thank God we don't have a UCLA coach. 35-34. What a game here in the Pac-12, and that is definitely going to shake up the rankings. It's going to be Oregon, and then a battle for everyone else. Great game from Requise. Ben Hickman in replacement for Malik Phillips, 163 and 2 touchdowns. Deshaun Prince, SFA player. Ryan Brown and Ferguson, both 11 tackles, 4 TFLs for Ferguson. He also had the only sack. Interception for Greg Walker. Deflection for Brown. Fumbles. They had 3 fumbles. They only recovered 1 of them. UCLA, Marvin Larson, 23-38, 274. He had 1 pick and the messed up throw at the end. 4 touchdowns from Tyrone Childs. What a game from him. Fontenot over 100 yards. But it just wasn't enough. Franklin, 14 tackles, 11 from Franklin, 5 TFLs. The interception for Randall. 2 deflections. And a fumble for Randall and recovered by Alford. So the Arizona outright hits. For those of you guys scoring at home, what a start. What a first half. Welcome in, Coach Cam, right on time. Yeah, definitely an older team, but definitely the shock of the season. Hopefully they can brush this one off and they can get back to the winning ways. I like when UCLA is good. That's an Arizona outright victory. No Dogwater, you are not leaving UTSA. Stop it. All right, so we got Fresno State and we got UNLV on tap next. Coach Kennelly, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 10-point favorite for Fresno. UNLV in danger of missing a bowl game for the first time in Cryo's career. See if he can battle back. Hasn't had the best performance here on BearCave as of late. I don't get the not wanting to be on stream part of it, but we'll see what he can do here today. Always a great opportunity, especially when you're at home. Seven wins should, unless we have a very weird year where there's a ton of 7-win teams. But as it stands, a 7-win team has never missed a bowl game, I do believe. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But yeah, 7 wins, you should be good. I would say 6 wins, very unlikely. Only the best of the best 6-win teams would make it. Like, I'm going to say 95% of the 7-win teams will make it. All right, here we go. I do not see him, so Cryo, let me know, kick or receive. We'll jump on board with you. Yeah, all division winners are guaranteed a bowl game. So if you win the division, you're automatically in a bowl regardless of your win count. That's how we had a 5-7, or it was 5-8 Air Force who got a bowl game. Oh shoot, sorry. These are black jerseys, right, Cryo? These are black jerseys. I'm colorblind. Oh my god, completely forgot the jersey selection. I have the screenshot. It's alright. Cryo, you've been picking your jersey all season long and it hasn't been working out. The one time I mess it up, here comes a victory. Here at Allegiant. If you want to blame somebody, blame Coach Fi asking me about these bowl selections. Alright, at least I got Cryo wants to kick it. We got the important part down. Here we go! UNLV Fresno State with Hawaii beating San Diego State. This division is wide open, 10 early. Come on, UNLV. They should be healthy. Have Rush Kinghorn back. Defense is showing up here today. The defense playing well, Cryo. You just got to score some points, big dog. Interception, 17-0. They get a 3-pointer. What is wrong with the offense, Cryo? Will they punch it in here? All right, they get one back. Just need a stop. Please? Please? No! Oh, no. Not like this. Come on, Parker. No! It's domination here at Allegiant. We're not even going to get to see the jerseys. 48! Oh, no! Cryo! Cryo! Borb, baby! Finnegan, Goslin, all the SFA players. Kinghorn gets in. Borb again. Oh dear, oh my, oh dear. Parker Towns, 12 of 32, 175. And how about Deani Lloyd? 1 pass as a senior, 1 pick. Congratulations. Rush Kinghorn, 65 yards and a tutty. Lashley had 3 catches. Miroslav. Hey, 3 TFLs for Ubaldo. Let's cook. I'm sick of the Ubaldo slander. He's a pretty good player. Chico Bixby gets an interception. No, I think that injury tag is from his old one because he was probable. Gatterdam, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Borb, 69 yards. Nice. 2 receiving touchdowns. Hauser, 3 TFLs, 2 interceptions here. The good news, Cryo, is I think your days of BearCave are done for this season. I don't see myself putting you back on BearCave here. 4 and 5. We'll see if you can get a 3-game win streak in the sim. Everybody's begging for sim games. Unfortunately, Georgia Tech and Florida State is just too much of a moneymaker. It has to get on national television. So this is a Fresno cover. Sorry, all the big networks want that one there, Coach Jackie. They can live with giving away the UNLV games. Alright, so that's a Fresno cover. I like your cut, G. There you go, Moon. See, I'm helping you out. Getting those anniversary mishap out of the way there. Helping you out. When you use code SFA or the affiliate link, you start getting compliments. Alright, now, yeah, this is a big-time game. We got Maryland, we got North Carolina, another game with massive divisional implications. These are really the only 2 contenders in this division. North Carolina, Maryland, 2-2 versus 3-2. This is a massive one, so Coach Papa Smoke, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. 7-point favorite for the UNC Tar Heels. Not the season they thought they'd have, but obviously, all you gotta do is win the division, then win the conference. That's all you gotta do. Just gotta do what GCU did, IRL, is stumble into the conference tournament and then win it. That's all you gotta do. Play horrible, shoot like 10% from 3 for half the year, and then win your conference tournament. What the? Maryland, let's go. All the potassium on you, Pookie. Okay. We love Maryland in the SFA only. GCU is going to murder the Turtles on Friday. 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern. Be there on TBS when Grand Canyon University dominates the Maryland Terrapins. Yes, sir, on your dome. TGF on your dome. Afro Ray on your dome. Jacoby Coles on your dome. All aboard the Lopes limo. I was going to say toot toot, but that's a train. Or that's a... Yeah, that's more of a boat. And speaking of boats, guess who's committing tonight? No. Not Guy Yacht. That's for sure. GCU is not going to lose by 60. I'm going to go up to Spokane myself and play for them to avoid losing by 60. Alright, here we go. Maryland at UNC. Papa Smoke, tails, and kick. Okay. Yes, Jackie Moon, using home field promo codes will raise your testosterone. And it will stop baldness. Is the perfect cure for all men problems. It cures ED. It cures being a big stupid idiot. The last game was a Fresno cover, Coach Bob. So here we go. Maryland at UNC. Tails and kick. The Terps win the toss. All right. Quick score for Maryland. We're right out of the gate. Missed extra point for UNC. Oh, but they get a field goal. It's a 2-point lead for the Tar Heels. 9-7. Here we go. 14-9. Maryland takes the lead back. Oh, it's 21-9. Bob Rubshaw, where are you when it matters most? Bob Rubshaw is a fraud, a one-year wonder. Wait, they have the lead! Where? Where did that come from? Well, what? All of a sudden, UNC's up by 9. Not like this, Maryland. Come on. Please. I'm on my knees. Here comes UNC. We can't jump in unless it's a one-score game, so we need a quick score. And look at this. Oh, my goodness. Disaster here for the Terps. It's looking like UNC is going to be going back to the ACC championship. They won it last season. It looks like they'll be winning it again. Just nothing doing for Maryland here at the end. Disaster. I started talking shit about Bob Rubshaw, and he just domed us. Cade McKinstry, and then Newton with a 67-yarder. They had a lead. Oh, and it was, this is the turning point, folks. The 91-yard pick six. It wasn't Rubshaw. So no score in the second half. A 28-0 run for UNC as Hasselbrook goes 25-47, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Run the ball only 54 yards and a tutty. And a lot of different guys caught passes. Newton 151 in a touchdown. Ferris Butter 10 tackles, 4 TFLs. He also had a sack along with Jones. No picks. 4 deflections. Sad for the Terps. So that is a picture of what's going to happen against GCU. As Rubshaw goes 17-31, 196, 2 touchdowns. Manning 99 yards. He is back. Tally and Tyrone Easley 1 catch again. Come on, Tyrone. Zaza Gomeshi. Brutus Meatcake 8 tackles. 2 TFLs for Graves. 1 sack for Graves. 2 interceptions. 1 for Meatcake. 1 for McKinney. He took that one all the way. 1 forced fumble for Meatcake. So Meatcake is cooking here tonight. You can't go for a reject this week. If you go for a reject, it would be next week's BearCave. So that is a UNC cover for those of you guys following along at home on your BearCaves. 61% of you guys went with the Tar Heels, who play tonight against San Diego State. So it looks like they might be hitting their stride when it matters most. All right, next up, Coach Cam. Get your beans ready, folks. Beans on toast, beans and rice, however you like to enjoy your beans. It is time to watch the man, the myth, the legend, Scotty Bean, play some football. It may not be good, it may not be great, but it will always be entertaining. As Coach Cam wants to receive some head, as Michigan comes in as a 12-point favorite, led by James Love, the Heisman contender. Seems laughable, but the stats are there. Minus 12 favorite here for the Michigan men. Can the Bean men get it done? I guess we could start calling Illinois fans the Beanie Babies. You guys are a bunch of Beanie Babies. Michigan and Illinois. Here we go. 12-point spread. Illinois kind of fell off a cliff here towards the end of the season. Mango, if you're here, let me know. And also the term Beanie Baby fits into Rutgers' claims about the Illinois coach. Alright, I don't see Mango, so we're going to go... We'll go on board with Cam and let him receive. Is the, anybody know, is that game still going with the 16 seeds? Is it close at all? All right, here we go. 50-49 St. Francis. Gotcha, gotcha. Boom, boom. The Beanie Babies here at home. Taking on the Michigan men. Oh, wait, he wanted to receive. I almost clicked it, Cam. I've not been doing my commissioner duties too well today. Here we go. Number 7 in the land, taking on the Beanie Babies. And the Beanie Babies score a touchdown. Scotty Bean leading the way. Oh, they're up 11. Here come the Bean. Flick the Bean down the field. 14-6, here we go. The Michigan men are stalling. They can only get field goals. It's 14-9 as we enter the fourth quarter. Prime at Big 12 or Big 10 action if they score a touchdown. Come on, Illinois. A long drive. They score one right back. Here comes James Love. A long, long drive. Remember, we can't jump in till the 2-minute mark. And they score. 21-21, 2 minutes left. So we are going to have to see Scotty Bean with a legacy drive. Last time we saw him live, in an attempt for a game winner, he missed the wide open player in the end zone, throwing it out of bounds. Can Scotty Bean redeem himself today? 22-21. They've done nothing in the second half. Is Mr. Bean gonna get the job done? Number 4, safety coming on down. Number 7 on the ropes. He floats that to the corner. It's nothing. Scotty Bean, 16 for 34. Empty set. 90 seconds left. They need a field goal. Scotty, he has time over the middle. Hits his man. That's a first down. Itching for contact. It's Jeremy Lloyd for 11. First down. They can start to hurry it up here. 22-21. They need about 30 yards. Trips right. Empty set. Scotty over the middle, another one. It's Nigel Cunningham, the SFA player. Another 11 yards. Get oob, you moron. Riveting stuff here from Coach Jarkis. As Scotty takes off, he goes down. It's a sack. Meatball, baby. Meatballs do not mix with beans. Food on food crime. The meatballs have defeated the beans. 2nd and 15. Hand off to the outside. It's Arlo McKeever. Oh, look at him cut. Oh, Arlo McKeever. What a play from the SFA running back. Oh, out of bounds. My bad. 3rd and 2, 4 wide. Oh, like, what the heck is an oob? Delayed give to Arlo. He stiffies a man and he's short. Here we go. Game on the line. Illinois gets back. They're going to be 4 wide. Shotgun set. Scotty drops back. He has time. Short. It's a first. They're now threatening field goal range. Here come the Illini. 40 seconds left. Down by 1. They have one timeout left. Scotty takes off. Scotty to the outside. He goes down. 30 seconds. They got to hurry it up. Time is wasting, Scotty. Get to the line, you barnacles. 21 seconds left. Scotty Bean, short, dropped, incomplete, 3rd and 7. They probably need a little bit more yards. It's a 47-yarder from here. You'd probably like to get about 5 or 6 at least. 17 seconds left. It's Scotty. The mid-screen. Over the middle. Oh, what a cut! Oh, inside the 10! Justin Carter! They're going to hurry it up! They're not kicking the field goal! What is this? Oh my God! 7 seconds left! Scotty takes off! Scotty Bean slides! Everybody take a breath. Oh my goodness. And now they're on the inch. Man, if this was College Football 25, he would definitely be missing this. So they're going to take all of the field goals. Or all the timeouts. All right. From the inch to shock the world and win the game. The Beanie Babies. The kick. It's up. It's good! The Beanie Babies get it done. Now they just have to make a tackle. Surely Michigan won't return this. Surely. They squib it to the corner. They return it up the sideline. Broken tackle. He's still on his feet. Oh. And they get it done. Illinois shocks the world. They get back in the win column. And that is a massive victory for Penn State, who I think now has a game lead on everybody in the pack or in the Big Ten East or whatever it is. 24-22, an incredible job here from Illinois. It was a tough start in Big Ten play, but they have fought back and got the biggest win of the season. Scotty Bean, Legacy Drive. Yeah, we got to put Scotty Bean on a watch list. Dude, taking that with 10 seconds left. I was seeing flashbacks of Howard from Ohio State doing that against Oregon and sliding late. Richard almost broke this. He almost broke that. I know, me too. I was waiting for another Scotty Bean mishap. No, 100%. That kick is so difficult. I miss it all the time. Alright, so here's a look at what happened here. Some great plays there at the end. They had him on 4th down. Michigan couldn't get it done. Scotty Bean, 20-39, 264, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Arlo, 94 yards and a touchdown. Cunningham led the way. On defense, 3 different guys with 10-plus tackles. A lot of different guys with a lot of TFLs. Gillard, the SFA player, had 3 sacks. Domination. Deflection for Ross Sandstrom. SFA players making their presence known. That's what you want. James Love, 18 for 27, 193, 1 touchdown. Likely falls out of the Heisman race with that. 96 yards from Greg Rogers. On defense, 10 tackles for Roberts, 4 TFLs for Meatball. He had a sack as well. Interception goes to Nicholas Ingram. 3 deflections. The fumble goes to Nick Johnson. And that will do it. So for those of you guys tracking it home, that is an Illinois outright on an 11 points or a 12-point spread. So biggest upset we've seen in quite a few weeks here on BearCave. Of course, Scotty Bean, one of the better reject quarterbacks of all time. Definitely lore-wise as well. We had Hawaii cover, and it was a Cincinnati cover. All right, couple more games here on BearCave. We got 2, and they are the biggest ones of the day. Next up, we have got Notre Dame and Army. This one, like I've been saying all day, a lot of these can decide divisions, decide playoff fates here with these head-to-heads. This one, no different. Remember, in the independent circuit, the round robin decides it. These are the only 2 undefeated teams in the round robin so far. Army still has 3 games to go after this. I think Notre Dame only has 1 or 2. So, Coach Huey, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a massive game with playoff implications. Let me go Illinois plus 12. We'll pay those out. So, on the road, Notre Dame is a 2-point favorite. Are you rocking with Notre Dame or are you rocking with Army? Get those Bobanos going. And Huey wanted green and gold for this game. That means for these guys, I gotta go with the first team. I love that jersey. Yeah, I think for me, the top 4 SFA reject quarterbacks, it's Kareem Paul first. Probably will put Maximus May second, Scotty Bean third, and then Ham Soul is 4. Just because Kareem Paul has the Heisman finalist year. Mays might pass him this year, though. They're at least on path for it. Alright, let's get into the game. Huey taking on Army. A massive game. Massive implications here. The independent automatic bid on the line. And now I was looking at the schedule. If Army runs the table here, this is their last really hard game. They've already played most of their tough games early in the season. They have wins over the likes of Iowa State. They could have one of the better resumes in the country at 10-2. And they could be like a top 6 or 7 seed. So, very interesting things happening. So, Army, quietly one of the better teams in the country. See if they can continue it here at Mitchie Stadium. It's a packed house. The Irish, we've got war happening on the field here tonight. I do not see Huey, so it's going to be heads and kick. Moon 2 for 2 on the promises. Congratulations on your win over Oklahoma. And just in case anybody's wondering, I sim those games like 3 or 4 days ago. So there was no chance of me messing around with the sim to get Colorado that victory. As Army starts out here with a quick touchdown. It's 7-7. Notre Dame coming out. These are 2 of the best rushing offenses in the country. So you might see some home runs hit. You might see some ridiculousness as Notre Dame domination. Can Notre Dame finish the job, though, or will Army crawl back? It's an 18-point lead. Army, they might be too far gone. It's 2 possessions. Oh, that one stalls out. It's no good. Here comes Army. We're going to go 1 play at a time, and it's a fumble. Notre Dame has it. The fumbles have not been going Notre Dame's way this season, but in the biggest game of the year, they are. 4th and 1, they get the field goal, so it's back to 14. We can't jump in unless they get a quick touchdown. And they're going to have to start throwing it here. Oh, it's a 43-yarder, and they do! They get the tutty! And the extra point's no good for Army! They're down 8! So onside kick, they can still get the ball back if they don't get this. It's caught! Going the other way, broke a tackle, Terrence Boyd. Alright, here we go. It's an 8-point game, folks. Army can still get this ball back. It's not going to be easy, but nothing ever is. Tehu Nakamoto. Going to hand that off. No, it's a keeper. Tehu to the outside. They got to bring him down. They do. No first downs. I'm getting flashbacks from all of my Army challenges, Dogwater, with these jerseys. 2nd and 6. The handoff up the gut. That's a first for Fuller. And that very well may have just done it. Notre Dame might have just cashed their ticket to the college football playoff. Broken tackle, broken tackle. All they need is a fumble. That's what Army needs right now. Split backs, running clock. Handoff to Fuller to the outside. He breaks away. Touchdown, Notre Dame. So we'll go back to the sim now. That's back to 2 scores. So we'll see if Army can get one back. It's 1st and goal, and they do. So back to an 8-point game. They've got to get this onside kick. Oh! Army has it! This would be incredible! Here comes Army. 33 seconds and a dream. Andy Gatewood under center. He drops back. He evades on the move and into the turf. 29 seconds. Desperate for a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Andy Gatewood under center. Remember, folks, this is a Notre Dame defense that gave up some ridiculous touchdowns to UNLV and gave that game away in 30 seconds. Remember that? Like, under a minute, we had 4 touchdowns score. Notre Dame is not known for holding a lead this year. 29 seconds, 2nd and 15. Safety's coming down. Gatewood drops back, quick throw, and that's out of bounds. Not looking good. Not looking good here for Army. Question is, can Army get in that large bid? Probably not. Deep drop. Gatewood yams it deep down the right side and tipped away. Kendall Stoudemire, the SFA player. One more is all it takes. 4th and 15. Game on the line. Notre Dame. Drop back. Gatewood floats it. Incomplete. Notre Dame's gonna win. Army couldn't get it done. And Notre Dame will win here at Mitchie. Incredible job from Notre Dame, fighting tooth and nail this season each and every week. And they may have just won the round robin. I believe they're 4-0 in independent games. They just need one more to clinch it. Because Army could still run the table here. I don't know the tiebreakers. But that might have just clinched it. It is Notre Dame's 6th win, so they do qualify. So for Notre Dame, you're probably looking at one of your, like, 12, 13, 14 seed. They're going to probably have to play a road game. But I'm telling you, nobody wants to see Notre Dame coming into your stadium with this run offense. This rushing attack is incredible. They can just get out of their own way. Cam thinks he's making the playoffs with the Beanie Babies. Luck, Cryo. That's what it is. Complete and utter luck. You should not have won. You were not the better team. So that is a... what is this? Notre Dame cover. So Tehu Nakamoto, 1933. 4 touchdowns through the air today. Didn't have to do much on the ground. Interception for Grant. 2 forced fumbles, 1 for Crimson, SFA player. Army, Andy Gatewood. Both teams played really well with the passing today, but wasn't enough. 3 TFLs here for Mason, 1 sack, 1 interception for Lawrence Fritz, 3 deflections. And that will do it. So Army, they still have one of the better resumes in the country, but probably have missed out on the college football playoff. Maybe a Citrus Bowl. Who knows? Except they're not a user, so Outback Bowl. So that is a Notre Dame cover. Ever since Huey denounced the blue square, they've been winning. And we got one more game here, folks, before game day. Let's go. And this is a massive one, folks. I keep telling you they're all massive because they are. But Western Kentucky, Southern Miss, both ranked one of the last 2 undefeated teams in the country in Western Kentucky. And this will basically decide the division, who is going to face a weak opponent in the other division in the Sun Belt Championship. So more than likely, the winner of this game is headed to the college football playoff. Who do you got? Western Kentucky, a 3-point favorite. They've got Maximus Mays III. If you want to see big arms, you go watch Western Kentucky. You do not go to San Antonio. That's where all the fatties are. So Western Kentucky, -3. Southern Miss, +3. Who do you got? Are you going Johnny Ward, the triple option, the kind of dominant force in the Sun Belt over the last 5 seasons, or are you going with Western Kentucky, the ghost of Huey? Number 5 in the nation, for crying out loud. According to Barkley, the fat women are in San Antonio, though. Obviously, they're no match for the Denton Fatties, but if Barkley's saying they're chubby, then who knows, man? I mean, I've seen Charles Barkley half naked, and he is a chubster as well. So, if he's saying there's chubby women, then man, oh man, they must be going crazy over there. All right, Western Kentucky or Southern Miss? Who do you got? We're going to be jumping on board CPU versus CPU game. Western Kentucky, Heisman contender, Maximus Mays III. Number 4 offense, number 2 defense. Incredible job for the Hilltoppers this year. And yeah, that is a true story. Charles Barkley, man. Dude's so funny. Alright, both undefeated in conference. Here we go. We've got rain. We've been here a million times. Roberts Stadium. Can they get it done? Heads and kick. All right, here we go. 9-0 versus 7-1. Number 5 versus 22. Southern Miss with a quick touchdown. Southern Miss. Oh, no. Domination for the Golden Eagles. Please, not like this. There you go, Kentucky. Fight, fight. Yes, sir. Big Red is cooking here in the rain. 14-14. We've got a ball game. They got a field goal. Western Kentucky, bring it back. No, 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 not like this. Not like this. They're up 10. Come on, Western Kentucky. Please! I'm on my knees. A turnover on downs. Not like this. Turn it over, please. We need a touchdown. A quick one. Come on, Lightfoot. Where's Chuck Sledge, the Yams legend? There it is. B. Smith gets into the end zone. It's a 3-point game. Can Western Kentucky bring it home? We can't jump in till the 2-minute mark. 3rd and 10, a 15-yard penalty. Here we go. It's 1st and 10. Western Kentucky's gotta Bring it down. Come on. Johnny Ward, the SFA quarterback, he was a reject player. Abandoned by Coach B-Dog. Now Western Kentucky, they've got to get a stop. Ranked number 2 defense in the country for a reason. Handoff, and oh, he's blown up in the backfield. Down goes Thomas. 3rd and 6. They're one of the only 2 remaining undefeated teams, Cryo. Split backs. Johnny Ward takes a handoff. Oh, he goes down. Wait, he throws off the back foot. Oh, but it's dropped. Johnny Ward legacy moment, and he can't hold on. They're going for it. 4th and 6. What does Johnny Ward have in store for us now? 6 yards away. Floaty, caught, backwards, turnover on downs. The limp dick throw from Ward. He had to come back. Mays gets his chance. 1 timeout. Welcome in, D-Sleep. Thank you for the prime. 16 months. Talk about limp dick quarterbacks out there in Denton. Here's Maximus Mays. He hits his man, Chuck Sledge, the Yams legend. 24-21. 1 minute, 40 seconds. Maximus Mays, the biggest arms in the SFA. And he goes down. It's a sack. They need a field goal to extend the game. Second and 16. Mays over the middle. It's caught. And he gets about half it back. That's Thomas Gibson. One minute left. 3rd and 6. 2 chances at this. Man in motion to keep the undefeated streak alive. Mays drops back, has time, he takes off, and he goes down again! Not like this, Calvin Jackson, 3 sacks on the day. They've got to hurry it up. Everybody back to the line. It's 4th and 1,000,000. 30 seconds left. The snap. Maximus Mays. He takes off. Oh, he has room. He has flow. But no, he's short. He's short. Southern Miss is going to upset Big Red. I thought he had the flow. He put his body on the line, and it wasn't enough. There's only one undefeated team left in the country, and it's Oregon and Jay Jettas. No! Not like this. Who gave him Prado? 8 touchdowns? Are you kidding me? I made Prado too good. I'm sorry, boys. 000. Southern Miss knocks off Western Kentucky. And they are in the driver's seat in the Sun Belt Championship hunt. Trying to go back to the playoff for the first time since season 15. Where they beat Oklahoma State in Stequavius Gates, which is not hard to do. And then got smoked by Nebraska. What a game. 24-21 on the road. So that is going to be a Southern Miss outright victory for those of you guys at home. 23% of you guys believed in Southern Miss. Southern Miss is one of those teams that just, regardless of what year it is, they just always seem to be pretty damn good. So a great Bear Cave this week. I mean, a lot of covers, but a lot of close games. But that is a Southern Miss outright victory. So we only got one game left, folks. All right. So we got a pick six to start the day. Chuck Sledge gets into the end zone. So we'll check on the stats here. Maximus Mays III, 19 of 32, 235, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Matt Henry, 31 carries, 112. Deontay Lightfoot over 100 yards. Chuck Sledge got into the end zone. 12 tackles here for Caleb Bradley, 6 TFLs, 1 sack, 1 interception. Southern Miss, Johnny Ward, 15 of 26, 159, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Thomas for 70 and a touchdown. Lee Talley led the way. Not sure how they won this game, but Calvin Jackson, domination on the edge. 7 TFLs, 3 sacks. They had another one from Robinson. The interception from Justin McDaniel, of course, just did enough. All right, so for those of you guys scoring your Bear Caves at home, that is a Southern Miss cover. Or outright, I mean. So let me get my players of the game. So Southern Miss outright. Okay, so before we stop this stream, we'll take a look at the slate for Week 12 here in the SFA. We got one game left. We'll come back in about 5 minutes for game day. It's going to be UTSA and North Texas. With the loss of Tulane, everything on the line for UTSA and North Texas as well, trying to keep pace with SMU. So big-time matchup coming there. Just want to make sure all the games are simmed. Yes, they are. So Week 12, what do we got in slate next week? Remember, folks, no limit now on game days, voting or anything. So we'll see what happens. That ACC matchup looked pretty good. Baylor, Texas Tech, of course, the butt matchup. Oregon and Washington, that one has a ton of flow. Tennessee, Auburn, decide the division. We know Auburn's going to lose that game. They've lost that game in the exact same position like 3 years in a row. Hawaii and Fresno State for the division lead. Ohio State, Indiana. Boise, New Mexico. Penn State, Michigan to probably decide that division as well. A lot of great things coming down to the wire here, folks. Minnesota, Iowa, always a fun game. So a lot of great options. Alright, so that's going to do it here for the Bear Cave stream. Like I said, we'll be back here in about 5 minutes at the most while I set up for the game day stream. We'll have recruits later on tonight. Highlights from game day will be available tomorrow, as well as the VOD for both streams on the day. Make sure, guys, you get your March Madness brackets in for both the men's and the women's. It is the largest prize pool we've ever had. We're running 2 separate brackets, so make sure you're in both of them. I see a lot of you guys have joined one, but not the other. Make sure you join both. So that will do it here. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.